script somewhere it says she's going to invite you to play after Sylvia does her opening remarks. You're just going to go for it, right?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
don't need to say anything like our faults.
No, you don't need to say anything else. The one thing that I don't know if you are willing to, but I have my cards up on the front desk there that have my website on it. If anyone wants to hear my music, if you could announce that, just like there's cards on there. If you would, yeah, if you would, that'd be good.
I'll bring one of the cards down so I'll remember.
Okay, thank you. Go below me, I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. Wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry seas, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the light of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song.
I'm gonna skip my name tag today.
Born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat
Good morning.
Morning.
It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful summer day. And this place just will not settle down. There's too much happiness going along. we're being pollinated, she says. Good morning. My name is Beth White, and I will be your service leader for today, our last service, our wonderful flower ceremony, last service of this year. If you're visiting, please participate as you feel comfortable. You're invited to stay and introduce yourself for conversation and treats and flowers after you're finished. Our congregation is committed to individual freedom of belief, welcomes diversity, seeks to promote a sense of community, and fosters religion, which enriches the spirit. We are a mostly lay-led community, strengthened and enriched by weaving together the tons and tons and tons of volunteer contributions of members and friends. Our community is supported and guided by our beloved minister, Reverend Victoria Poling. We acknowledge that we are on the traditional homelands of the Swabash Coast Salish Native people. Someday I will learn how to pronounce that name. The Puyallup people have lived on and stewarded these lands since the beginning of time, truly, and continue to do so today. We recognize that this land acknowledgement is just one very small step toward true allyship, and we commit to uplifting the voices, experiences, and histories of the indigenous peoples of this land and beyond. As we begin this service, please take a couple of breaths to become fully present. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Breathe deeply. Let go of all that was here before you arrived, and arrive here. I'd like to invite Vicki Claybaugh to light our chalice.
Good morning. I like to see all the flowers and all your friendly, beautiful faces. Thank you. The pink petals of the apple blossom next to the church remind me that spring's coming is inevitable, and the daffodils have the audacity to show their yellow heads in February. A shy little indigo crocuses peek through the brown leaves left over from fall. And here we are on the precipice of our own blooming. Isn't that lovely?
Good morning. I have the opening words by Alice Berry. Children of the sky, children of the earth and sky, we are nurtured, sustained, given warmth and light from above and below. Supported by Earth's strong, firm crust, we build our houses, till the fields, plant our gardens and orchards. When we turn from self and seek to be aware, we will find holy light in human faces, in blossom, birdsong, and sky. Then Earth is truly our home, and we are one with all Earth's creatures, parents of Earth's children yet to be.
Day will roll away the stone we've carried for so long, and all our burdens will be gone. I can't wait. We will find our way to an understanding of all views. No prayer shall be refused. I can't wait. Seems that we have gone too far. Now we don't know who we are. Believe we'll find a guiding star, and I can't wait. If faith is the final place where all fears have been erased and the locks have fallen from the gates, I can't wait. Someday we'll roll away the stone we've carried for so long, and all our burdens will be gone. I can't wait. We will find our way to an understanding of all views, and no prayer shall be refused. I can't wait. No prayer shall be refused. I can't wait.
Our sermon is going to be a little different today. We're sharing a piece titled Blossom Time by Reverend Carol Martinaco. Since 2003, and shortly after graduating from the University of Minnesota, Carol Martinaco has been serving as Director of Religious Education, campus minister, and in parish ministry in Quebec, Canada. Being involved in pastoral duties and worship services, Reverend Carol is very passionate about social and ecological justice and global humanitarian concerns. At a local level, she's involved in social justice agencies, mental health issues, and providing relief for refugees. Her vision for the future is to publish several books and do poetry. She's been writing poetry since her youth. She wrote The Everything Seed, A Story of Beginnings, 2006. This book is used in education curricula and religious settings in Canada and in the U.S. She also publishes a weekly newspaper column on interfaith spirituality. So we'll enjoy a few of her words. To beginning, this is her story of the Buddha's flower sermon. It is said of the Buddha that one day, as his followers gathered near him to preach, he rose and faced them, wordlessly holding forth a lotus blossom. In utter silence, as they waited for him to speak, he simply stood still, holding the flower, letting the blossom speak for itself and to them in its own language. After a while, the message of beauty penetrated the minds of his listeners. They heard the flower sermon and were blessed. Alas, I am not blessed with the profound eloquence of either the Buddha or his flower, she says. I toyed with the idea of following his example, but I lack the courage to test his preaching style among Unitarian Universalists who are used to spoken reflections, so I resort to words. And this is the story of the first flower communion. We've all probably had the experience of walking through a park or down a street, and suddenly we find ourselves in the presence of a field of flowers. Perhaps you turn a corner and a garden is laid out before you like a banquet of color and form. You're refreshed, you're dazzled, and somehow by the sheer extravagance of beauty, you feel uplifted. Your spirit is renewed. That was Norbert Capek in Czechoslovakia one morning back in early 20th century as he walked through a local park in Prague. He was thinking about a Sunday service coming up, wondering what he would say to his people to bring them hope in a time of great challenge. The whole of Europe was at war, and his people had seen unspeakable losses. Deaths of loved ones, soldiers gone missing. On the home front, poverty, food rationing, and scarcity. Capek's was a humanist Unitarian congregation, so the usual celebration of communion with bread and wine would not speak to them. Yet something of that nature was needed, something to symbolize the solidarity and mutual love and support of his community for one another. As he pondered this, he turned a corner and came upon a lovely garden of blossoming flowers, so abundant and colorful it took his breath away, as our room is taking our breath away today. As he stood there absorbing this natural beauty, he thought, yes, my people are like these blossoms. And the rest, they say, is history. Capek went back to his study and designed the first flower communion for his Czech Unitarians, and the idea spread. His wife Maya, also a Unitarian minister, brought it to North America in 1940, and it spread like wildflowers. Now celebrated annually in VIUU churches all across the globe for various occasions and all seasons of the year. Part of what touched Capek is the essence of the flower's charm, its fragility. And the garden he observed that day held many varieties, each one uniquely beautiful. Together they were a glorious display. The colors enhanced each other, the richness of so many shapes and textures together. Our world is not so different now than in Capek's time. Makes me wonder why we call it news. Is war ever new? But I imagine, were Capek alive today, sunflowers would be a feature of his flower ceremony. Unitarian poet Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "The earth laughs in flowers. Whenever flowers stand in the garden, there is joy." My daughter Anna, who used to follow me around the garden, has become a master gardener. In her community garden, she plants sunflowers among the tomatoes and squash vines, marigolds between the rows of cabbage and kohlrabi. She photographs the exquisite zucchini blossoms before they set fruit. Because, of course, before the vegetables or fruits comes the blossom. And it was the same for the long story of Earth's evolution. Let's take a moment of silent celebration and contemplation as we reflect on Reverend Carroll's message.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Reverend Victoria, and this is my last service with you. And I just want to express my gratitude to you. As I look out, I see a beautiful bouquet of human flowers here in this congregation. Our people here are like blossoms too. And I appreciate this ceremony and Norbert Čapek as one of our VIUU ancestors. I look to him for wisdom and guidance in this time, in particular because he unfortunately became a Unitarian martyr. He's someone who made the ultimate sacrifice for his values of pluralism and religious freedom. Each of you here has your own way of being of service. Each of you here brings the gift of yourself to this congregation. It's one of the blessings of religious community that you can attend and be seen. You can belong and be valued for who you are, your own beautiful flower, and also be encouraged towards a little growth. Each year, some of us experience life events that call us to tend the home fires, to care for our health, to commit to work and service in the wider community. Some of us find that we can no longer do what we used to do, and that to be here and to be remembered by one another is enough. And each year, some of us intentionally, deliberately choose and are able to be of service, giving energy, creativity, care, and dedication to maintaining this congregation. A community doesn't make itself, we make it so. Service is at the heart of practicing our Unitarian Universalist faith. And across the United States, many VIUU congregations have historically read some version of this covenant statement. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. I suppose that means that we've been praying a lot, because this year many of you have volunteered, as Beth said, lots and lots of acts of service. From bringing a meal to someone who's been sick, to participating in a service, cleaning up and doing the dishes after a potluck, very important, or going for a walk with someone who's been struggling lately. Some of us here have organized circle dinners and classes, social events, and our annual summer retreat. Some of us serve in visible leadership as board members and committee members. Some of us serve quietly in our own ways, visiting with members who can no longer attend regularly, giving rides, and just happening to mention what a great community we have here, inspiring newcomers to come check us out. As we affirm at the beginning of each Sunday service, we are a mostly lay-led community, strengthened and enriched by weaving together the volunteer contributions of members and friends. So folks, we've done it again. We've completed a full service year. Congratulations. You will each receive a flower shortly, just for being here and for being you. And so for now, I would like us to acknowledge each other, not with a trinket to take home or swag, but with a ritual of blessing. So please join me in putting your hands up and flicking your fingers outwards as though you are watering each other like a garden, while you turn and smile to one another, saying, blessings, blessings, blessings. Blessings. Do you feel well watered? In our services, we also affirm that our community is supported and guided by our minister. And I would also say our administrator. Ministry is at the heart of that word. Administrator, Runa Bird. So I want to acknowledge Runa, who's not here today, but when you see her next, please give her some gratitude. I just want to say a few words. I didn't see all of you a couple of weeks ago, and I made this announcement, but it is true that I will be going and bringing the light and the love of this congregation forward into another community. Starting in August, I will be serving as the full-time minister for acting associate minister for community engagement at University Unitarian in Seattle. And I just, thank you. Thank you. Oh, blessings. And again, I just want to express how honored I have been to support and to offer leadership and guidance. And this is really a bittersweet joy. And I keep feeling emotional about it. And I just want to remind you that even though this is my last Sunday service with you, I am still here for the rest of the month. And I still come regularly on Thursdays. And I am here to meet with you if you want to show up and have a conversation with me one-on-one, if you want to share your feelings, if you want to process the ending of this part of our journey together. And if you have anything that you want to say that remains unsaid between us. Of course, I will delight in hearing your appreciation. And if I have fallen short or if I have hurt you, I want to hear that too. And I want you to be able to share that with me and ease your heart before I go. So ways to schedule time with me are in the e-news. You can also chat with me after service. And yes, those are the two best ways, or you can email me as well. And then in late June, we'll be celebrating a going away party. More will be announced later. And at that time, I will invite you to into a ceremony to release me from my covenant as your minister. Here's the second part of that news. After July, I will not be in contact with Vashon Island UU. And this will be hard, but this is to give you space in order to search for and bond with a new minister. I don't want to get in the way of that. And it also protects you from me trying to come back and play in the sandbox. And also, I've heard from someone who might be interested. So typically the time away is 2 to 3 years, and I'll chat with your new minister about that. At some point, I may be able to come back and be a guest preacher again. So I do want you to know I will remember you very fondly, carry you in my heart. As I've mentioned before, you were my first congregation, so that is a very special, tender place in my heart. So I offer you as well today in recognition and gratitude to you for showing up together with me and sharing the ministry with me. Blessings, blessings, blessings. And now, let's take a moment and prepare our hearts for our ceremony of joys and sorrows.
So we'll pause the recording as we prepare. Nation engages beyond our walls for peace, social and economic justice, freedom of belief, and protection of our planet and its inhabitants. This week's offering supports our beloved community. As we receive our offering, please join in singing "We Give Thanks." The words are printed in the back of a laminated order of service and on the inside cover of your hymnal.
We give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here, and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here, and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day.
I'd like to invite Sylvia Paza to share a prayer before we begin the flower ceremony.
I invite you into a time of meditation and prayer. So center yourselves, put your feet on the floor, and settle into this place. Take a few deep breaths. Spirit of life, Spirit of love, that which is held in the silent sanctuary of our hearts. Our lives are like flowers. Like the flowers of this story, we gather flowers for our crowns. We collect beautiful moments, precious joys, delightful experiences, laughter and smiles. May we celebrate the beauty of these precious flowers. But most flowers fall off their branches at the end of the season. It is inevitable that they die. So it is with our lives. There are times that our flowers wilt and die. We create space for the sorrows of our lives, the challenges, disappointments, sadnesses, and struggles. We make space to mourn and cry, and hope that the flowers will return again. There are many times that we wait for the flowers to return, that liminal space in between. May we have hope that they will return to their full beauty soon. For all the seasons of our lives, we rely on the strength of community, our faith, and the confidence that we are all part of the cycle of life, and that love endures. So join me in a moment of silence as we contemplate the flowers of our lives.
We begin our flower ceremony with grace. Some of you may be visiting for the first time today or did not know about today's flower ceremony. Though some have come without a flower, some have brought many extras. No kidding is right. Everyone is welcome to partake of this special ritual, and by some, a very special ritual. Like in the Christian story, the loaves and fishes, there are always flowers left over at the end of the flower communion. It is the grace of our congregation's community that all may receive a special gift today. Our ushers will guide us now in coming forward. We'll start with the front rows. Please come up and receive a flower, different from the one that you brought. Since we can't always choose what happens to us in life, we receive a flower offered and practice noticing the particular specialness of that flower in gratitude. As you carry the flower back with you, please move down this is very funny. Some of you are going to get weird flowers, I think. As you carry the flower back with you, please move down the sides to return to your row. If you would prefer to have a flower brought to you, please raise your hand and one of our ushers will bring one to you. The flower table is open. Thank you all for sharing in the gifts of the flowers today. You're on. You get to sing. Oh, is that it? Did you
No,
do
no,
it?
no. I'll sing if you can start it out. Just let people know I'll sing the song. Yeah. Unless you've got more to do.
No. Mark has a song to sing. By the way, this is Mark Wells, our amazing musician who has a song to sing. And he happens to have some calling cards by the front in case you're interested in hiring him for an event or having him sing.
Go taking a look at my website
And take a look at his
my album's
website.
on there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't produce a CD, so I did do an album, but it's only available digitally.
So,
But you can go and hear the songs. You can hear them for free just on my website. So. They're all original songs. But anyway, I'm gonna end with a song that I think is super appropriate for this particular service. I learned it last night, so we'll see how it goes. It's one you'll all be familiar with. Anyone guess it yet? I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright, blessed day, dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? Oh, they're really saying that I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, What a wonderful world. Thank you.
Our closing words today are by Reverend Allie Casey Bell. This beautiful flower on this beautiful tree has been given many names. Nothing that we call it can take away from what it is. Beautiful, natural, blooming. And so are you, beloved siblings. They may call us many names, but nothing can change who we are. Naturally occurring, beautiful, blooming. I am because you are. You are because I am. I love you. I love you. I need you to survive. May we remain always mindful of how radical and powerful love is. How dangerous those who use fear to build power know love to be. How necessary and essential the spirit and struggle for universal love, for human dignity, for reverence for life, all life, every life. All creation remains, always. As we go forth today, remember, we are among the keepers of this flame.
It's a jungle. Our formal service is now over. I'd like to give special thanks to Sylvia and Vicki, Dennis Lambert, set up Group 2, and especially Catherine Sullivan, who organized this entire service and could not come today. This morning she told us. Catherine created this service for us, so blessings to Catherine. And all of you for coming today to be part of this amazing service. It is now time for announcements. If anybody has an announcement related to a VIUU activity, please line up and say it briefly so we can